document the process, there are 10 steps. Let's say I'm proposing 10 steps, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever, okay? And I'm telling 100 people to follow it, okay? And then they will reach to a certain level of tranquility within themselves.
How did you measure a level of tranquility within themselves?
Unfortunately, there are no science tools available in the world today to measure anything in the subjective world.
Right, so how can you even pretend that you just demonstrated something that is reliable if you can't quantify it?
Okay, Matt, tell me one thing in your life. Have you ever met anybody who was able to demonstrate certain superhuman capabilities?
What do you mean by superhuman? I mean, because Michael Jordan may be considered superhuman, he's certainly better than the average or even the exceptional human being at a particular thing.
Like, now, I'm not talking of someone who is able to lift, let's say, 400 kilos of weight versus you are able to lift only 100 kilos of weight. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is that, which is humanly impossible, something like to be able to read something from your past, okay, just by looking at you, or to be able to exactly tell, just by looking at a picture of a person, what that person, everything about that person. Have you ever met such people?
No, and anybody who could actually do that could win $1 million from the James Randi Educational Foundation. So far, nobody's been able to do that in any sort of testable, demonstrable fashion.
Actually, I have a couple of people who are able to do that, and I investigated the James Randi Foundation, but I found that they are not acknowledging or respecting certain claims. Okay, because
the only claims that, well, I won't say the only ones. There are claims that they don't test. Things like people claiming that they can jump off a building and fly, because if they decided to test that, they would potentially be liable for that idiot dying.
Yeah, correct. I agree with you. So there is nothing such sort of danger in that. I know. Okay.
Yeah, but if you're talking about, if you know somebody who can look at a picture and tell you everything about a person, that's something that the James Randi Educational Foundation would most definitely test.
And I will tell you that I know many people like that. Okay, and with my personal own experience, I have tested that. Okay?
Well, you could present one and to the JREF and have them tested. Why don't you do that?
I will tell you, I have sent them like emails almost every month, and I have not received any response from them. Okay, so I don't believe there are any credible people who are really there to open up these secrets.
You're aware that they've actually conducted these tests live not every year, but for the past couple of years at the amazing meeting in Las Vegas, that they actually do a test, right?
I know. See,
okay.
There could be two agendas of that James Randi thing. What it could be is there are many people who are cheats also. To expose the cheats, that could be one agenda, okay? But they would not touch the genuine guys.
That's okay. I tell you what. I don't have $1 million.
Yep.
But you send me an email describing in detail exactly what it is that this superhuman thing that you have somebody that can do. And if in fact I agree that this is superhuman and something that would be deserving of the JREF, not only will I contact them and see if they would be willing to test it, but we'll talk about maybe setting up a test protocol where maybe they could get $1,000